Good morning, buzzers. It's Thursday. It is the 11th of February. Just checking. I'm Mike from Buzz50.com. And this is Good Morning, Buzzers. It's live from Russia. Russia. Number 6. Live from Russia, number 6. Let's turn that sound down a little bit. And how are you? Oh, do you see that hand coming, trying to pinch a cookie? Maybe it's slightly out of view. Hello, hand. Did you see that? Maybe you didn't. Hand and Miller have left the room with a cookie. Very, very naughty. Live on air. We're live. It is Good Morning Buzzers from Buzz50.com. It's a friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. UK time. Whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. It's 9:30 here in Russia. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Buzz50 on the homepage. And most importantly, we are live in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. Morning, Miller, says Witch Morgana. Have you got sound trimmer, says Jane. Is Mike getting smaller every day, says Fee. Waving to Mike, says Witch Morgana. Sexy Mike, morning, looking gorgeous in that shirt, flicking my hair and fluttering my eyelashes at you, Mike, says Viv, using that accent as well. Yes, and she's going to get lots of buzzer points for that. That's how you get buzzer points. I know, understand, says Plague. See the video? Bottom right-hand trimmer, click on arrow. Fugacious is with us. We've got loads of people this morning. Vivhov's waving manically at Mike. I'm waving manically back, Vivhov. No shouting in here, Viv, says Witch Morgana. And Fleur Rose has joined us. Hello to you, Fleur Rose from Bury in England, North England. We live in the Kremlin, says Pronto. Fleury, says Mackie Wack. Fleur is back. She's been missing for a while. We don't know where. Mike, you're not wearing Russian garb. Good point. Very good point. Tomorrow, Russian garb. I will find some Russian garb from somewhere. We have got live in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Pronto. Do call in if you want. Let me just check Skype is going. Skype is going. If you want to call in and say hello, you don't need to come in on video. You can just say hello. Bugs has left the room. We've got live Pronto, Viv Huff, Witch Morgana, Olive, Jane, Carrie May, Fee, Fleur Rose, Fugacious, Jeff C, John P, Makiwak, Mali, IOM, Plague, Sasquatch, Trimmer 49, and Wally Gator. We're all here. We've got a full room. We've got loads going on. We've got Name That Voice, or should I say Identify That Voice, and Name That Tune, both of which are worth 10,000 buzzer points. We have got 2 jokes going head-to-head in the Buzz50 joke-off, sent in by buzzers, and we've got things like Spot the Difference, and we've got International Roll Call, and we'll have a look around the site, see whose birthday it is. If you've not watched this before, it is just a friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week between buzzers from all around the world, including Wally Gator, who, as he rightly says, is always last. Because alphabetically, Wally is a little bit low down on the list. I'll read it. Next time I read it, I'll read it in ascending order. Hugh Laurie says, Viv Huff, you would not believe what you've just said there. Let's have a listen to the voice. Can you hear it? It's a bit louder today, I hope. Who is this?
Well, I do and I don't. It's a funny thing. I mean, it's quite a while ago. I was at 75, you said. Yeah. It's a long time ago. I mean, I feel I've been blessed being able to work in so many different mediums and the longevity of what I've been able to do. So that for me is the important thing. You know,
that was a lot louder when I was playing it to Miller 5 minutes ago. We only got our internet 5 minutes, well, no, 8 minutes before this broadcast started. Something went terribly wrong, but it's mended. Who is this?
Well, I do and I don't. It's a funny thing. I mean, it's quite a while ago. I was at 75.
Can you hear it?
It's a long time ago. I mean, I feel I've been blessed being able to work in so many different mediums and the longevity of what I've been able to do. So that that for me is the important thing, you know, the tea night thing.
It is and was, and guessed by Viv Huff before it even came on, David Essex. No, not David Bowie. You've got it, Viv. David Essex. Viv has been getting all the points recently. It is, of course, was yesterday David Essex, because yesterday was Essex Day. Maybe it was guessed yesterday, but I didn't see what it was or what the answer was. No, says Sasquatch, it's not very loud, says Jane. It was earlier. I don't know what happened. Now, is it to do with the broadcast? Viv Huff is doing a victory dance around her handbag. I wonder if it's got to do with, as soon as the broadcast comes on, that it's messing up the sound. Could it be that, do you think? Any technically minded people here? Because when I was playing it beforehand, it was nice and loud. So I thought, that'll do. Anyway, let's have a go at the tune. The tune, beginning to think that Viv is Miller, and Mike tells her the answers. Viv stands a very good chance of getting it right every day because she names every name under the sun. And when it's a film, every film under the sun. Right, so let's have a listen to this. This is the tune from a very, very famous film from a very long time ago. It's also worth 10,000 puzzle points. What is this the tune from?
We've just been introduced. I do not know you well, but what...
Any ideas? Shouldn't last very long.
I do not know you.
Do you know what film that is the very famous tune from? We've got some guesses coming in. Wizard of Oz, says Viv Huff. Worked great yesterday with Dash for the small record player. It did. Window cleaner. Confessions. No, not put any rules in the meter bike, says Mackie White. Last Tango in Paris, says Viv Huff. Naked Tango, says Viv Huff. Crackerjack, says Mackie White. Can't hear it, lol, says Jane Huff. Can't hear it, Mike. Mary Pop. Listen, I'll play it again now, and I'll lift the laptop up nearer the microphone and see if it works. Anything could happen because everything's all wired up. But let's have another go. It goes wrong anyway.
Just been introduced. I do not know you well, but when...
Any ideas? Was that any louder? Things fell on the floor during that. Have you any idea what that was the tune from? Are we still broadcasting? Because the iPhone dropped on the floor. Let's pick it up. See if we're still... We are connected wirelessly through an iPhone. Are we still broadcasting? No good, Mike, says Mackie White. Well, I'm no good. Well, the sound was no good. Well, nothing's any good. Yes. Yes, what? Yes. Yes, please. A bit better, Mike. Yes. Singing in the Rain, says Which One Can? No. Sound of Music. Dance, says Smiley IOM. No. No. Oklahoma, says Viv Huff. No, says Mike. Running a hotspot, Mike, I see. Yes, running a hotspot. Running a hotspot from the iPhone, running the, I've forgotten the name of it, laptop, running my phone and running a tablet. 7 brides for 7 brothers, says Pronto. No. Doesn't help, Mike, when you're talking over it. No, it doesn't, does it? Must learn not to do that. Calamity Jane, says Jane. Is this a statement of the state that you're in at the moment, Jane? Are you a Calamity Jane, maybe? It's not that. If I haven't read it out, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It means that I just haven't read it out. So do type it in again. Can I have a sip of coffee, please? Russian coffee. 3 mules for Sister What's Her Name, says Lol. No. Sister Act, says Melly IOM. No. Let's do joke number 1. We do 2 jokes. Shh. That's a secret, says Jane. We do 2 jokes. I read them out. All you need to do is listen. Remember when you were at school, you had to listen? That's what you have to do now. I will read the joke out. It's sent in by a buzzer. All you need to do is laugh and then give it some points from 0 to 10. This is joke number 1. Please get ready. Right? And remember, I told you to pay attention. It's important to this one. The Irish mother-in-law arrives. It doesn't have to be an Irish mother-in-law. It can be any mother-in-law, but in this case, it happens to be Irish. The Irish mother-in-law arrives home from shopping to find her son-in-law, Paddy, in a steaming rage and hurriedly packing his suitcase. "What's happened, Paddy?" she asked anxiously. "What happened? I'll tell you what happened. I sent an email," that's relevant, "to my wife, your daughter, telling her I was coming home today for my fishing trip." She's gone Welsh. He's gone Welsh now. "I get home and guess what I found? Yes, your daughter, my wife, Patricia, with Joe Murphy, both naked in our marital bed. It's unforgivable. It's the end of our marriage. I'm done. I'm leaving forever." This is an Irish joke, by the way. "Ah, now," says the mother. "Calm down, Paddy," says his mother-in-law. "There's something very odd going on here. My daughter would never do such a thing. There must be some simple explanation. I'll go speak to her immediately and find out what happened." Mike says, "Please don't try accents. I just can't help it. Sorry." Moments later, we're still in the joke, by the way. Moments later, the mother-in-law comes back with a big, knowing smile. "Paddy, I told you there must be a simple explanation. She never got your email." You get it? I think it's really, really good. You can't do an Irish accent, Mike. Lol. No, says Viv. No, I can't. Never mind. Is it worth 0 points? That joke. Don't forget, it's not the way it's delivered. It's not the way I tell them. It's the way that they're emailed into me that matters. 1 from Viv, a pathetic Viv. 1 from Mally, IOM. "Long and silly," says Fee. 0, says Fee. 9, says Witch Morgana. There's a difference of opinion. 1, says Mackie Wag. 3, says Pronto. 2, says Carrie May. Got a feeling this is, what? Says Wally Gator. At least 2. Okay. John P gives it a 7. Look at the variation there in the voting. It's all in the telling, says Fugacious. 1, says Olive. 1, says Sasha. If you want to send your own joke in, because this was sent in by a buzzer, and if you want then to read it out, just arrange with me. You can call in any time just to say hello. But if you want to read your joke out, arrange with me. Okay, says Fee. Got to rush out of the door. Work calls. And so that's Fee gone. Some of us do work. If you want to read your own joke out, arrange it, and you can call in on Skype, or when we're back in England, forgotten where we came from for a while, then you could phone in. But at the moment, you'd have to do it by Skype. Joke number 1. Managed to get 2.5 out of. Really good. Must be the way that I told it. Work? What's that? Says Viv. Work? Right, okay, let's see if we can switch sites, have a look at a couple of things on the site. Then when we come back, there's going to be a difference. It's called Spot the Difference. Something in the room is going to change, move, disappear, or reappear. I love work, says Jeff C. I could sit and watch it for hours. So good luck. Right, let's see if we can switch to have a look at the site. If I just click here, oh, it's not working again. What did we do yesterday to get it going? I just refreshed the screen, but it then risks losing everything. Is it worth the risk just to go and have a look at the site? Pony's cousin on Mike's head, says Viv Huff. No, it's just not going to work today. Again, screen share. Didn't have time to practice before. We only got internet 8 minutes before this went live. Terrible troubles this morning. It says here, share your screen, Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts would like to share the content of your screen with plusgoogle.com. Choose what you'd like to share, and there's a great big white square with nothing to share at all. So we cancel that. Nothing that we can do. You disappeared yesterday, Mike. Wind it up, Mike, says Mackie Wack. Viv Huff says you disappeared yesterday. Penny Lane's just left. She's gone. Given up. Switch, says Penny Lane. We can try doing this. If I disappear, then goodbye for today. But hopefully I will disappear and reappear. But today, we've lost even the chance of reload. There we go. Are we back? Have I reappeared? Yes? No? Am I back? This is live. As you can probably tell, it's international. We're all around the world. How much longer are you over there, Mike? Says back till the 28th of this month. A long time. I'm back, apparently. Right, let's see if we can do a screen share. So see if you can spot the difference when we come back. So if I click there, so yes, it's going to work. Click screen share, click share. Then with a little luck and a little magic from Google and YouTube, then we should all be looking at the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And here we have all the buzzers typing on the left here. No, Mike, says Viv Huff. And then on the right here, we have got, in reverse order, Wally Gator, Sasquatch, Mally IOM, Mackie Wack, John P, Jeff C, Fugacious, Carrie May, Jane, Ollie, Witch Morgana, Viv Huff, and Pronto. And today we have got birthdays from Jason, Sue 21165, Shimmy, MPD, and Colby Girl. Happy birthday to all of you. Happy birthday to you, even if you haven't put yourself down on the list. We've got new members joined yesterday from USA, England, Canada, any other countries? Philippines, all over the world, truly international. Have you got yourselves on the map yet? Here's the map. Here we've got people from all around the world. To get on, to have a look at the maps, click up here and then choose one of the maps there. To get on the map, do it at the bottom of your own profile page. And we're going to pick someone at random from here. This is Madge. I bet Madge isn't from down there, but you never know. Somebody in Russia. It's Muzam. Welcome to Russia, Muzam. And over here, we'll randomly pick somebody here. Frank, 467. Hello to you, Frank, and good morning to you. Now, when we come back, there should be a spot the difference. Something will have either changed, moved, appeared, or disappeared. So if I just click here, we'll go back into the chat room. Why not Essex ever? Okay, let's have a look at Essex. Here we go. Let's zoom in. This is what you can do with the map. Zoom in. And we'll have a look at Essex. I think Essex is down here, just east of Belgium somewhere. Oh, no, I was only joking. It's here, northeast of London. And who's this? It's Quiet Mouse, somewhere in Essex. And where's Viv Huff gone? I have to refresh the map. Let's see if we can. What are we doing here today? Refresh the map, see if Viv Huff reappears. Let's find Essex again. Narrow things down a little bit. I don't know. Who's this down in London? Galty? No. Quiet Mouse. Don't know where you are, Viv. Right, let's switch back to here. Oh, we've lost Viv. That's terrible. Let's switch back to the site. Click here. Click here. Stop screen sharing. Then with a little bit of luck, we're back in Russia. So here we are, back in Russia. There is a spot the difference. Can you work out what it is? It's not as obvious as I thought it might be. Then we'll listen to the tune again. Ooh, Viv with nothing on, says Mackie Wack. I am here, Mike, says Viv. Viv, you might not have refreshed yourself on the site for about 10 or 20 minutes. That could be it. Hard to believe we could lose Viv, says Wally Gator. Yes, it is, isn't it? Very hard to believe. Let's have a listen to this tune. Something on the Curtain, says Jeff C, for the Spot the Difference. If you're watching this for the first time and you think it's a load of rubbish and stupid, that's the idea. It's just a friendly chat at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week. And here we are, Boris, camouflaged on the curtain. Boris is, of course, the Russian cousin of Pony. Looks very, very similar. A lot of people mistake the two. The cushion is up. Excuses, Mike, says Viv. Oh. Right, okay, let's do this sound again, and I'll listen to this. I'll listen to it. I'll lift it up. See if you can guess what film this is from. It's not very loud.
Just been introduced. I do not know you well.
Any idea what film that's the tune from? It's a very famous film. Any ideas for 10,000 buzzer points? The voice was, of course, his iPhone gone flat. Welcome back, Mike. Did I disappear? Am I here still? I think so. Somebody walking past the door? Mike, me, Mike. The King and I, says Viv Huff. The King and I. Yes, it is and was the King and I. Viv Huff gets it again. We can't do joke number 2. I've lost it. Joke number 1 was sent in by Pronto. It managed to get 2.4. I thought it was an amazing joke. So did some other people, but other people didn't think it was much good at all. It wins. It was the only entry, and it's won. So it was the King and I. Viv Huff's winning everything for the last few days. Let's just, now we don't need to make a note of that. I can't forget that. Let's do international roll call. You're back, Mike. Keep still, says Mackie Wack. Did I freeze then? I'm back. Anyway, Viv Huff does another victory dance around her handbag. International roll call. Where are you from? What time is it? And what weather are you having where you are? Russia. Kaliningrad. 9:53 a.m. Dull. Dry. Overcast. Even the birds look a little bit depressed out there. So where are you from? We're truly international, as we saw on the Buzz 50 map. If you're not a member, do please come along and join us. It's an over 50s site, very strict about that. It's one of the many things we've got to look forward to once we reach 50, or 60 for me, or 70, or 80, or 90. Pronto is 8:45 a.m. and 2 degrees C outside his man cave in Germany. Viv Huff is in Essex, which is apparently southeast England, 7:53 a.m. and they've got weather there. Mike's still whirring round here, says Jane. Mackie Wack, 7:53 Lake District, -2 degrees, frosty, beautiful sunrise. Which Morgana, on the other hand, is in the Philippines. It's 3:53 p.m. Gloomy and humid. Wallingate is in Oriskany. I don't know how to say this. Oriskany. We'll call it Oriskany. Oriskany, New York. Dark, 18 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cold. Heavy snow. Ah, he's back, says Jane. Fugacious. Dull and dry here too. Jeff C. Blue Mountain, 60 kilometers west of Sydney. Do you have kilometers there in Sydney? 60 kilometers west of Sydney, time 6:53 p.m. Thursday, temperature about 27 degrees centigrade. That's hot. Thunderstorms in the area. Olive, making us all envious and jealous. Hawaii, 9:54 p.m., 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Bright sky, the stars and crescent moon is beautiful. Bognor Regis, this is where Carrie May's from. West Sussex, UK, dry and very cold. Staffordshire, England, John P., 7:54 a.m. Mali IOM, Isle of Man, Mike. That's what IOM means. At 7:54, starting chilly with a risk of ice patches over higher ground and in sheltered low-lying spots. But the rest of the day will be mostly dry with. That's a truncated, quite long weather forecast. Jane is in Tasmania. 23 degrees centigrade. It's a fine day at 6:54 p.m. Bye, everyone, says Witch Morgana. Sasquatch, 6:54 p.m. and another sunny day down under. That's it Thank you all for joining us. We're going to try and find some Russian garb tomorrow and do a couple of things a little bit different. Send in loads of stuff for tomorrow. Send in anything you want. Send in jokes, send in poems, send in anything. Make it a little bit Russian-y if you want. Make it a little bit Essexy if you want, but send something in. If you're coming to watch tomorrow, I will expect that you have sent something in. All I have to say now is thank you for joining us and good morning, buzzers.